A very good morning everyone. It's my privilege to stand before and welcome you all for our Sheba Group of School online education. I am Mrs. Purchelvi presenting here to take the content of 8th standard mathematics. Our chapter is numbers. Yes children, in your previous class itself you studied about rational numbers, isn't it? What is the rational numbers and how to convert the rational numbers into a decimal numbers, and how to draw a number line with the help of the rational numbers. By using the rational number, how to find ascending and descending and the equivalent fractions. So these topic we discussed in our previous class itself. Clear? Yes, I hope everyone should understood that all the topics. Now we are moving to the new one, that is exercise 1.3. It is nothing but properties of rational numbers. Clear children? We are going to see the content 1.3 in numbers, properties of rational numbers. Before we enter the properties of rational number, everyone just take out your textbook in your hand and see the page number 21. In the tablet column they clearly given. Before we enter the chapter, just to go through this page number. Properties of rational number in page number 21. You can just refer that. Afterwards we are moving to the content now. So okay, first the properties of rational numbers, if you want find, we must know about the basic operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These four are called our basic arithmetic operations. So this property we are going to use in this arithmetic operations only. We know in your lower classes itself you studied about add, sub, multiple and divide. Now how we are using the properties of rational number in this basic arithmetic operation, that we are going to discuss in this 1.3 exercise. First take addition. I am giving the examples of addition. Okay, first we are talking about addition. Here having 5 major properties. 5 major properties we are going to discuss in our addition topic. Clear children? First one is closure property. What is our first property? It is a closure property. For closure property, they given 2 rational numbers. One you take it as A and one you take it as B. Simple things. The closure property is nothing but if they are asking to add in closure property means you add the 2 rational numbers A plus B. Okay, suppose they are asking to find the multiple means what we have to do? Yes, by using the 2 rational numbers, we just multiple the number A into B. The closure property is the easiest one. So never quit while the question comes in a question paper. Clear? Next we are moving to second one is commutative property. What is a commutative property? Yes, commutative property is nothing but simply I am saying for your reminding, it is the changes of place value. Okay, it also consists left hand side and right hand side. What is the similarity between a commutative and a closure means the places value different. Here in the left hand side you are having A plus B rational numbers, while it's coming in the after right hand side the place value only change, it is B plus A, but the left hand side it compulsory equal to right hand side. That is called a commutative property. In commutative property also they given 2 rational number. Children, you keep in your mind in commutative property the answer must be left hand side must be equal to right hand side. Okay, only one thing, the place value should be changed. In A plus B, that side B plus A. Okay, these 2 properties comes in your 2 mark sums. It is easiest one, don't quit it. Now we are talking about the third one, associative property. In associative property they are given 3 rational numbers. Clear? A value, B value and C value. 3 rational numbers they given for associative property. While you thinking about yourself, I heard that miss it consists of 3 rational numbers, how could we attend the sums? Don't think like that children. While seeing it is the biggest numbers, but when you substitute the numbers in the content pattern means you are getting the easiest answer. So don't worry about the 3 rational, 2 rationals, everything. What is our main fact? The left hand side must be equal to right hand side. Okay. These 3 properties it is only applicable for addition and multiplication only. Okay, the answers must be equal only in the operations of addition and multiple. In subtraction and divisions, these are all the 3 properties, it won't applicable. Okay, hereafter we can see that in the using the sums I am explaining that matter. The next one, fourth one is additive identity. What is additive identity? Identity is nothing but 0. Clear? When we are adding the number with 0, what answer you should get? Yes, surely the same number will come. 5 plus 0, the answer is 5. Minus 5 plus 0, the answer is minus 5. The answer should come with the greater symbol itself. Otherwise, the same symbol itself. You can use that. Okay, ma'am? Additive identity. Additive identity is nothing but we are adding the number with a 0. Clear? The last one is what? Additive inverse. Inverse is nothing but the negative symbols. If they are given the plus 5, what is additive inverse of plus 5? Minus 5. That is called additive inverse. So, these 5 properties we are going to use in addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These 4 are called our basic arithmetic operation, and these 5 is called our properties of rational numbers. One more property also having, that is separate. We will see you later. Okay. In exercise 1.3, take page number 24, children. While attending the maths class, I must expect that everyone should have the textbook in your hand. Then only you can able to follow my steps. Clear? So compulsory in your next class, all must sit with your textbook. Now come to page number 24. In exercise 3, the first question, they are given 2 rational numbers. They are given 2 rational numbers. They asked to verify the closure property with the addition and multiplication. Clear, children? They are asking to find the closure property. Closure property for what operations? Means for addition operation and multiplication operation. Okay. So, this is your exercise 1.3 first sum. Oh, listen, follow my steps. Now we are going to do what operation for this sum? Addition. Yes, addition means you can take minus 5. It is first rational number. Let it take it as A. Okay, ma'am. Then the second number, you take it as B. So what we are going to do in closure property? What is the closure property? We already learnt, no, A plus B. If they are asking add is nothing but sum of rational numbers. So, sum is nothing but A plus B. Clear, children? In A value, what number we should write? Minus 5 by 7. Plus, in B value, yes, they given 8 by 9. Very good. Now, we are going to add these 2 numbers. What is the answer? 5 plus 8, 7 plus 9. Am I right? Yes, very good. Because the denominators are not same. So, for that we have to find LCM. The denominators must be same. So, I have to find LCM for these 2 numbers, 7 and 9. Take it as LCM. Find the value separately. In 7 table 7 1 times, 9, 3 table 1 3, again 3 table 1 1. Yes. Now, multiple all the 3 numbers. 3 3s are 9, 7 9s are 63. So, this is our LCM number. Clear, children? When we want to add or subtract whatever we are doing, we must see the denominators are same. If it not, you must use the LCM and find the answer and make your denominator same on the 2 numbers. Clear? Yes, I am taking the first number. What is our first number? Minus 5 by 7. Yes. If I want to get 63 in denominators, what number I should multiple with 7? You can check it here itself. 3 3s are 9. So, 9 is the applicable number. In below, I multiple with the 9 means above in numerator also I multiple with the same number. So, 5 9s are minus 45. So, I make it denominator comes in 63. Clear? Now, moving to second number. What is our second number? 8 by 9. The same thing. If I want to get 63 in the denominator, I should multiple with, you can check in the LCM itself. So, 7. So, multiple with 7. 7 9s are 63. 7 8s are 56. Isn't it? So, what confirm myself? I make all the 2 numbers. The denominator should comes in 63. Now, what should I do? I should add the 2 rational numbers. What is my first rational number? Minus 45 by 63. Add symbol. What is my second rational number? 56 by 63. When we subtract, because we are having one plus value and minus value, so surely we are going to subtract the number. Subtract, what number should come? 56, 45. 6 minus 1, 5 minus 1. Am I right? So 11 is the answer for this sum. So 11, I put it as 11 by 63. Now see which is a greater symbol. The plus is a greater symbol. So automatic the answer should come plus 11 by 63. Clear? I hope that everyone should understood this. Now I am moving to next one. Now the same sum we are going to use the closure property for multiplication. Okay, multiplication. Now same thing. A is nothing but what? Minus 5 by 7. B is nothing but 8 by 9. Okay, in closure property, what we have to do, children? In closure property, multiple is means A multiple of B. What is the A value? Minus 5 by 7. What is our B value? 8 by 9. If you can able to simplify the number, you can make it. Otherwise, directly multiple the number. No problem in this property sums. Okay, wow. No need to simplify. It is not compulsory. So, directly you can multiple the numbers. 5 8s are 40. 7 9s are 63. Now, check the symbols. It is right. Here we are having plus into plus, the same plus. Here we are having minus into plus. So, the answer should come minus 40 by 63. Clear, children? Once you can recall the sums and you can copy down in your textbook or in your note itself. Okay, shall we go to the next sum? Yes, children, now we are coming to the second sum. With the second sum, they are asking to find commutative property. Now we are using commutative property, your second property. What is a commutative property? Commutative property is nothing but, come on, let's give a small recall in your mind itself. What I give the point? It is the changes of place value. Easy way I am saying, write A plus B in left hand side and A plus B in right hand side. Correct? What I told, this place value should be changed. So you can change it. First B plus A. This is the easiest way. You must recall in your mind whenever thinking about the commutative property. The same thing, the given two rational numbers, you can take one as A. A is nothing but minus 10 by 11, and what is our B value? Minus 8 by 33. So these two rational numbers they given. Now they are asking to find commutative property for what are the operations? Addition operation. First I am going to take the addition operation. So this is a commutative property for addition operation. Okay, now substitute the values here. What is the A value? Minus 10 by 11. What is our B value? Minus 8 by 33. Okay, it must be equal. It must be equal. Equalada varano. So it must be equal to B plus A. Minus 8 by 33 plus minus 10 by 11. Okay, children. First step what? We must recall the property, then substitute the properties in concerned places. That is our first step. Second step, you have to find the left hand value first. First find the left hand value, afterwards you can find the right hand value. Otherwise side by side I can able to manage myself means no problem. You can do the side by side also. Okay. First take from the previous class, previous sum itself we talk about if 11 and 33, it's not a denominator same here. So we have to find the LCM for 11 and 33. Shall we find it here? So 11, 33. What is in 11 table? This is 1 time and this is 3 time. In 3 table, this is 1 time. So, our LCM for this sum is 33. So, what we have to do? We have to make the denominator should becomes in 33. Clear? Yes. Now, this is our left hand side box. So, first take minus 10 by 11. For what number we are multiple with 11, we can get the 33. Yes, that is 3. In below we multiple with 3 means in above numerator also automatic 3 only. So 3 tens are minus 30. Yes, I make myself, I change the first number with the denominators 33. Now I am moving to the second one. What is our second one? Minus 8 by 33. Okay, the same thing here already having 33. So no problem, just multiple with the number 1. So you can get 1 33s are 33, 1 8s are 8. But we having minus 8. Okay, children. So here our two values. This is our first value, this is our second value in left hand side. In left hand side, what's our first number? Minus 30 by 33. Then plus minus 8 by 33. Now tell me what is the answer for this sum? Denominators, if you want to add the denominators, no, we can take the denominators as a common number for these two sums. Okay, va? Next, here having minus 30 and minus 8. If minus and minus symbols comes in addition means we should put the minus symbol as it is and add the two numbers. Am I right? Yes. So 30 plus 8 you can get 38. This is the answer of left hand side. Okay. We finished the left hand side. Now I am coming to the right hand side. What is our property rule? Left hand side must be equal to right hand side. That is our property rules. Now take the second, that means right hand side number. In right hand side what numbers are having? Minus 8 by 33 plus minus 10 by 11, isn't it children? Okay, now find the LCM for 33 and 11. We already find it. What the answer is coming? 33 is coming. So our LCM number is 33. Here already the number is 33 itself. So we don't do anything. Okay, take the number as it is. The first number as it is. So what we have to do? We have to convert this 11 into 33. That is our duty in this sum. So take this number only. Minus 10 by 11. So what number multiple with 11? You can get 33. Yes, very good. 3. In below we are multiple 3 means in numerator also the same number. Am I right? So 3 tens are 30. What 30? Plus into minus, minus 30. Okay. So this is our first number. This is our second number. Right hand side. Shall we check whether the number comes equal with the left hand number? Come on, let's check it. Minus 8 by 33 plus minus 30 by 33. Let's take the denominator's common factor. It comes 33. When minus minus comes, we put the minus symbol and we should, very good, add the number. 30 plus 8, 38. This is the answer of what side? Left hand side. So here we proved that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this is our property rule in which law? Commutative property law. So I proved myself. Left hand side equal to right hand side. Clear children? So commutative property for addition is over. Now what we have to find in the same sum itself? They are asking to find multiple also. Okay, da? Now we are going to do multiple by using the same commutative property law. What is our A value? In the question, first question you can see what is our A value? Minus 10 by 11. What is our B value? Minus 8 by 33. Now what is the property for commutative in multiple? What is the property in commutative in multiple? Just same thing. Instead of plus symbol we are using multiple symbol. Am I right? A place is also changed. Here A plus B, in right hand side B plus A. Clear, Amma? Now substitute the values. In A place minus 10 by 11 into, in B place minus 8 by 33. Same thing in right hand side. Minus 8, second number. Minus 8 by 33 into minus 10 by 11. Yes, minus 10 by 11. Come on, let's simplify the number. If you can able to simplify, you can make it. Otherwise, you can directly multiple the number. 10 8s are 80. Minus into minus plus. 11 33s are. Shall we do it here? 33 and 33. So, what is the answer you can get? 363. Okay, wow. So, when multiple with 11 and 33, we are getting 363. This is our what side? Left hand side. Now, we finding the answer to right hand side whether it is equal. But surely the answer must come in equal. We are checking now. The same thing, minus into minus plus 8 tens are 80. 33 11s are, we multiple and getting the answer 363. So, both answers comes in same by using the commutative property in multiplication. Okay, wow. Shall we move to the next one? Yes, children, we talked the commutative property, closure property, and additive identity, and additive inverse, associative, everything it's over. I told, as I said before, I am going to explain distributive property. Clear? What is a distributive property? In left hand side, you having only 3 rational numbers. I am saying what the clues I am saying just only for your reminder. When you forget the things in your test time, you just recall what I said. It is easily you can able to get the property rules. For that only I am saying. So keep in your mind. The distributive property is nothing. In left hand side, it having only 3 rational numbers. When it comes to the right hand side, the numbers will slip into 4 rational numbers. I write it here. So how simple you can write? Simple way I am saying. This is a major formula for distributive property over addition. Over addition, distributive property. Now write A, B, C. Okay, wow. We are doing addition. So first we can put the addition. Here multiple. So only this side having the 3 rational numbers. When it comes into the right hand side, how should we write? A, first multiple the A with B. And second multiple the A with C. What we are doing? Over addition. So it automatically it comes plus symbol. So this is the easiest way you can recall your formula, that is distributive property. Okay, in left hand side it consists only a 3 rational number. When the numbers is consist that side, right hand side, it will become 4 rational numbers. Clear, children? This also the same thing. While doing the left hand side, first we complete the bracket. You already learnt in the Bodmer's theorem, isn't it? What is a Bodmer's theorem? First, while doing the calculations, first we have to complete the bracket one, afterwards of whatever division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So this is the basic steps while doing with all the operations will come. So first we have to complete B plus C, what the B value and C value add. If the denominators is not same, automatic what we did in the previous sum. Yes, finding the LCM and then multiple with A. Okay, wow. So you get the answer for left hand side. The same thing you should follow in right hand side also. A into B and A into C. After getting the 2 answers, you just multiple that. Okay, what children? Yes, the same thing you should follow in subtraction also. Instead of addition, we are going to do subtraction. Okay, you just recall this formula in your exercise 1.3. they are given 4th sum this model. You try it, and if there is any doubt, give your doubt in the comment itself. Okay, yes, as we have come to the end of this session today, I hope all the 4 sums you thoroughly. After complete the class, children must take a note and work out the sums. All the 4 sums you work out. If you work out, if you get more practice only, you can able to score more marks in maths subject. Clear? Maths is the easily you can score the full marks. When you compare to other subject, in maths you can easily able to score for full marks. So try to do, don't hesitate. All the 4 sums I completed. Next 2 sums you can take it as homework. Clear, children? Complete. If you doubt, you can clarify the doubt with a comment column. I will make it clear in your next class itself. Thank you. I will meet you in your next class. Thank you, children.